It's Friday, and that means it's 702 Unplugged.
The man who brought you Elephant Shoes, his debut album, and then after that, The Masses. Well, it's been a bit of a break, and he is back with Chimera. Only 6 years in the music business, and Jimmy Nevis just has not looked back. Welcome. Welcome to 702.
What's up, man? Thank you so much for having me here.
So you are busy, you're out there, you're promoting this album. Why did you call it Chimera?
Chimera. Well, first of all, when you write it out, it looks amazing. But honestly, you know, when we were busy, you know, I was about 80% done with the album. And I had so many influences and so many different sounds that I used in the production, and even just in terms of the writing.
Yeah.
There were so many new concepts that I was dealing with. And so we almost wanted to put out 2 albums because it was like the content is so different, you know? And then in the end, we went with 1 album and we chose the songs. And Chimera was something that really stood out because the name actually lends itself to Greek mythology. And it speaks about a creature that is described as being interspecied.
Yeah.
It has the face of a lion, the tail of a snake. And in many ways, I feel like that's my life, you know, interspecies, intercultured, inter-influenced. Grew up in a very spiritual home, but I sing secular music. I didn't grow up in the best area, but went to really good schools.
Right.
And my story isn't an isolated case. I feel like a lot of South Africans have that experience in their own way, you know. And so Chimera really is just, it's the blend, you know, and it's embracing the blend.
And it is a massive album, 17 songs. It speaks to, as you said, just the collection of work that you had done. And clearly there were great songs that you just couldn't leave off the album.
You know, it's not, I think this is an album's album, first of all. That's how I want to promote this. Like, yeah, we're going to put out some singles and stuff. They're going to be here for 3 months. It's going to be fabulous. You're going to see the music videos, but at the end of the day, I hope people listen, you know, to like after 3 minutes of a song, listen to that detail, listen to how it flows into the next song. There's been a lot of effort put into making this a body of work.
Yes.
And for me, that is my longevity. That is like what I have to offer. And this is my life. You know, I'm a very art imitating life type of person. And so I write from my own experiences, and it was important for me to get all of it right, you know.
But while you're writing, you're telling us the stories of your own experiences. But even as you write, there are things that you learn about yourself, right?
Sure. Hey, this is a therapy session. When I'm in studio, it's a therapy session. I feel like I literally go in there prepped for something, and then I leave with something else, and I'm like, God, what is happening in my life? Like, you know, and it's so awesome because I feel like as I've grown as a human being and I've become so more mature, that has extended itself into my music. And it's important, you know. I find that, you know, this album touches on love in a very refreshing way, very much in a way that's, you know, I think when I was younger, it was very much like, you know, if things go sour, then we're splitting up.
Yeah.
Where now it's like, we're not splitting up.
It's complicated.
It's complicated. Like, you know, we're going to work through this, or this is how I feel about you, and I resent you, but I love you, you know?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of angles, and I feel like it's just a very mature take on love, and also just adulting. You know, I'm 25 now, and for me, adulting, it's been quite a change. Like, I mean, you know, just this life, you know. I mean, a lot of my friends have moved all across the world and stuff, and just, you know, refining your identity as a grown man, as a grown person.
Right.
And I'm so thankful for my music because I've been able to put all of that energy and thought and experience into these songs. So yeah.
You know, when you get into the mind and the heart of an artist, and you listen to the songs differently.
Yeah.
For a consumer of music, you certainly listen to the songs very, very differently. But you weren't musically, you didn't study music. You weren't formally trained, but you come from a very musical family.
Yeah, so like, I mean, I did my grade 3, or up until my grade 3 in music.
Okay.
Piano. But I often played by ear. So I tried, though. I applied to get into piano classically in high school because I knew that was a prerequisite for for varsity.
Right.
But I just wasn't ever accepted. They were always like, you're a great singer, you can do great things, but this is just not the case. And even one of my incredible mentors and teachers in high school, I begged him one day. I said, I need this to get in to be able to study jazz vocals at UCT. I need to be able to do this. Like, please teach me classical piano. And he was like, nope.
Wow.
You have something special, and I'm not going to take that away from you, because if I teach you this, it may not be the same. And I hated him for a while. I was like, this man, you doing in my life, like, and when you're that young and studying, it feels like it's like that's what you're going to be doing for the rest of your life, And when I didn't get in for jazz vocals at UCT, which was my first choice, I was really like, okay, well, that's it, I'm gonna focus on my the next thing. And I got in for my second choice, which was what I have now, which is a degree in sociology. And immediately, I've always been a very driven person, so I was working and doing things. I was singing at casinos with a afro wig on, singing Prince songs and stuff, and while I was studying. And then in my second year, that's kind of when the German Nevis thing started. And I think there was just this desperate hunger and need to fulfill one's purpose that I think is just inherent.
I often wonder where these names come from, because that's not your given name. That's not the name that speaks to your family name or the name that your parents gave you.
You know what? So Jimmy Nevis it's the name that makes me feel like.
Is it your Sasha Fierce?
It's my
Beyonce.
It's my Sasha Fierce. It's my thing. I grew up in a very spiritual home. I only got really introduced to pop music like in high school. So for me, I was at church 5 times a week, really. I was in everything, youth, praise and worship, like whatever.
Yeah.
And I think for me, creating this persona, I was such a goody two-shoes my entire life. I played it by the rules. I've always done what was expected of me. I was always a great, really good child. I was teacher's pet. I did all of that. And for me, when I, in high school, when I started, like, the things that I would think in my mind, I envisioned, like, me doing these things, but the reality of it was just so far.
Yeah.
And so creating this persona really helped me bind the two together, kind of bridge the gap. And it's so funny for me, because I'm such when I go to events and stuff, I have fur. I have folks fur at home, man. Like, I rock it. I do what I want to do. I say what I want to say. I make my own music. I produce. I do what I want to do. And I'm so happy in my life. And I'm so happy that I got to that point.
Yes.
But when I'm at home, I'm like, the most unfashionable, lazy person, making curry in my own time with Kate Renata playing in the background and just chilling, And it's so funny, because I feel like, Jimmy Nevis allows me to get away with a lot of stuff. I get to really explore life and live on the edge.
Yes, that Matthew in your regular life would not.
I wish that I didn't miss you. Wish I could ignore your calls. It's harder when you're older, 'cause breaking up feels like divorce. Now I have to restart, but I don't know where to begin. And I am massacre if it means you could love me for a bit. If I'm gonna crash, might as well be amazing. If I'm gonna jump, let it be from the Empire State. I just wanna feel something. I just wanna feel something. If I'm gonna drink, I'm drinking till tomorrow. If I'm gonna hurt, I want battle scars and bullet holes. I just wanna feel something. Oh, I just wanna feel something. Crash by this baby, baby, feel something. Crash by this baby. If I'm real drink, I this baby. See, I let you play me, but it was just a mirror of my self-worth. I tried to follow my own footprints in the sand. But if I'm going down, if I'm gonna love you, I'm gonna love you with a band. Yeah, but if I'm gonna crash, might as well be amazing. If I'm gonna jump, let it be from the Empire State. I just wanna feel something. Oh, I just wanna feel something. If I'm gonna drink, I'll drink until tomorrow. If I'm gonna hurt, I want battle scars and bullet holes. I just wanna feel something. Oh, I just wanna feel something. I just wanna feel something. I just wanna feel something. Oh, I just wanna feel something. I just wanna feel something. Oh, I hope it gets easier. I hope that you see. This whole time I was missing you. I was really missing me.
Oh, that was just beautiful. The songwriting, it was beautiful. Sounding awesome is what Sipho Melane says. Carol has just left a couple of these. And then there's Mzwake loving this, listening all the way from Perth. And then Yvette says, great talent. You are great talent, Jimmy.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Yeah.
What's the background behind that song?
Sure. I think there's like a, I was...
It's deep.
It's deep, you know.
So deep.
Because you know what's deep about it is not what was happening, but it's like the things in between. Because you're kind of like, how am I in a position where, I'm so close to fear, and I'm so like in I don't know which direction to go, but I'm so desperate to get out of the situation. And for me, it was like, when you're in a struggle, I feel like that's when you're closest to God, because you are so desperate to just get on, and you're just praying and you're hoping. And I think when I wrote that song, it was kind of like, I'm older now, and my it's not as easy as it used to be to start again, yes, and to end things, and to know exactly what you want and who you are. I used to be very bold and very strong and very courageous and very confident, and all of a sudden, somebody has so much power over you to break all of that confidence down. And it's like, but I gave you the permission to break me down in the first place. So how do we do this? Oh,
that's going to be the go-to song for all those difficult moments in a relationship. Well, you get ready for the next one, so that we can at least bring our listeners one more song from Jimmy Nevis. New album is called Chimera. So many beautiful comments. Tato Mukwatle says, what a wow. It's like you just left speechless. What a wow. And then Ramutibe says, Jimmy is the real deal. So keep that feedback coming either on the 702 Facebook page as you watch Jimmy perform this afternoon, or on Twitter. Get a hold of me. It's at Azania_. Ready? Yeah. Awesome.
It's Friday, and that means it's 702 Unplugged.
This one is called Stay in Your Lane. Because the only competition you should have is with yourself. Let's break it down. Take a minute, keep your worry for another day. And I don't wanna brag when I say that tonight I'm gonna ball out and paint the town. I don't know what you say. Oh, Are you flexing up in the club? How you looking all night in love? And we got more money in the truck, and we got more money from above. Are you gonna join me tonight, baby? If not, then that's okay. I've been spending, I've been texting, I've been doing things that I don't do, but I wanna get it going and find somebody. Give me a moment, give me a time to unwind. I'm just doing me tonight. You need to stay in your lane, 'cause you're getting in mine. And you need to take several seats before I lose my head. Said I'm doing me, baby. It's alright just for you. Hey, you better stay in your lane. Listen up. Take a minute. Don't be hating on your boy like this. And all I got is love in my pipe, and tonight I'm going all the way with my clique. Don't give a damn now what you think. Oh, hey. You styling, baby, you just looking flawless like a runway chick. The way you wear your confidence, and everybody wanna compliment. It's just the way you do. That's why I roll with you. 'Cause I've been spending, I've been texting, I've been doing things that I don't do, but I wanna get it going and find somebody. Give me a moment, give me a time to unwind. I'm just doing me tonight. You need to stay in your lane, baby, 'cause you're getting in mine. And you need to take several sheets before I lose my head. 'Cause I'm doing me, baby. It's alright just with you. Hey. No. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Hey. Oh, no. Yeah. You need to take several seats before I lose my head. I'm doing me, baby. It's alright just for you. Ladies and gents, this one is called Stay in Your Lane.
So much spice in there.
You have to, I think there's also, as much as I've been documenting some of the more grown-up, sadder stuff. There's also we kind of shy on the confidence and the presence.
And the attitude, listen here.
You know what I mean? So you just need to put people in their place sometimes, and it's coming from a very nice.
Exactly. And that's the thing, when it's told to you so nicely.
Yeah, you better must stay in your lane.
Let me tell you some of the feedback. He says, what an incredible talent. Love his voice and his awesome songwriting made my day, made my week. Actually. And then Yvette says, South African artists make me so, so proud to be South African. Thank you, Jimmy. And then Yolanda says, just pure, clean talent.
Hey,
wow.
Thank you. Thanks so
a lot
much.
of people admiring your voice, Jimmy. Lee Maimela says, geez, hashtag Jimmy feels.
Hey.
And the people are just loving you. So we need to check out wherever you're going to be.
Yeah.
We're promoting the album. It's already out.
We're currently promoting the album across the country. We're going to be doing some promotion in Africa as well, which is really great.
Nice.
And then I'm going to be doing a tour for this as well. So I really want to just be able to unpack the album. And that's something we've been rehearsing for already. I've been getting a lot of vocalists on board, because the album there's some like 70s disco R&B in there, and then we also have some neo soul.
It's epic.
So we need to unpack, you know.
Epic.
So I encourage everyone to follow me on my social media cues at Jimmy Nevis. Check out where we're going to be. We just dropped the video for Stay in Your Lane. That rendition, by the way, was acoustic. I took out some of the drums and stuff. But we just dropped the video on MTV. It's on YouTube at the moment.
Awesome.
So go share it, check it out. Yeah. And I look forward to experiencing and unpacking
I've loved this.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And all of the best. Don't forget his name. Don't forget that brilliant songwriting, the one and only Jimmy Nevis, and his latest album, Chimera.